Hi everyone, it's Peak of Chaos here, and today we are doing a very different opening video. So I went to a local game store and they were selling these like 1 kilogram magic boxes, and it was kind of cheap. It was like $14 or around that amount, and I thought that okay, I'm gonna try $14. I mean, how bad can this box be? It's really a huge box. It's like as well. You can probably see that it's a reuse Final Fantasy display. But let's see what we're gonna get from here, and we're gonna start by opening these tapes with a hobby knife. And this is actually probably the only time I'm gonna get my hands on a real Final Fantasy display booster, like the box, because I didn't really care so much for this set. I know that like some of the cards are really cool, but I just don't care about Final Fantasy in itself that much, so I haven't bothered myself on buying any of the boosters or any of the cards. And also, I really think that the price of Universes Beyond is sometimes getting a bit obnoxious even. But okay, let's see. There was a small tape on the box that said that this box has every color cards, so there should be everything inside this. And let's see. Okay, there's so many cards. Like I've said previously on these videos, like I've started this hobby like very recently, and I must say that this one box probably now like has, this is probably like the same size as my whole collection. Well, not exactly, but like almost. I'm already really happy because I'm seeing a lot of basic lands, and I can also see that the cards are in really good shape, at least most of them. But it seems pretty cool. Okay, a lot of cards to go through. There are actually very many lands. I honestly think that's really nice. It's really nice. But let's see if we can actually find anything. I'm not recognizing many of these sets. Like I'm looking at the like arts and pictures on some of these cards, and I just don't recognize them. Like here, I have no idea what expansion that is. I don't know. Maybe it's giving me like maybe Ravnica vibes. Maybe I don't know. No, not Ravnica. What's it called? It's called not Ixalan. Man, I don't remember what it's called. It's the one where the Eldrazi attack the plane, but I'm blacking out honestly. Okay, many lands. I'm actually really happy about the lands because I am running out once again. Zendikar, yeah, okay, now I got it in my head, yeah. That looks like Zendikar, maybe. I think this is Ixalan. Maybe. I honestly don't know, but these arts are really cool because I don't have any, like, lands that look like this. Okay, this I'm pretty sure is Amonkhet, maybe, like the place where Nicol Bolas does his God Pharaoh stuff. And I have no idea what these are. But there's many swamps. I'm actually really happy about getting so many lands. And yeah, so like 14 bucks for this amount of lands, I guess. I mean, I guess that might seem quite a lot. Okay, I'm really sad I'm getting so many islands because the islands are basically the only land type I'm not running out of. But so I guess it's good to have like many of them on hand. But let's see. Okay, here's a first creature card. Okay, Borderland Marauder. That's really cool art. Nothing special. Act of Treason. Untapped creature gains haste on the after. I think this is like funny card. I have a lot of cards like this in my Queen Marchesa deck because I've like I've added a lot of like funny stuff and a lot of like cards that like mess with someone else's board like this exactly. So that's really fun. Cathodian. When a Cathodian is put into a graveyard from play, add 3 colorless to your mana pool. This is pretty okay, I think. But it's the same expansion I was talking about before. And now I'm really uncertain where this is from because it's an artifact creature. So I don't know, maybe it could be something like I don't know what the expansion is called, but it could be like some Dominaria based expansion maybe because there's a lot of artificing stuff going on with Mishra and Urza, but I have no idea. I'm trying to a little bit sort these cards also as I'm going through them. Ulvenwald Mystics. Okay, that's pretty cool. Double-sided card. I thought it would be really funny to do a full werewolf deck, but I honestly don't think they are that good. Sorcery. Red Tormentor's Helm. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Okay. Okay, but this looks interesting. There's Graven Abomination. When Graven Abomination attacks, exile target card from defending player's graveyard. Okay. And there's Gilded Sentinel. It's just a 4 mana 3/3 golem, and there's 2 of them. 3 of them. Okay. Okay. That's a really cool looking card. Okay, just add colorless to your mana pool. And there's few of those as well. And Cobbled Wings. I have quite a few copies of this card already, actually, but they are from the Innistrad Remastered set, so they look very different. Prying Blade. Artifacts also, like especially equipment, is a card type that I don't have that many on hand, because I haven't been really going around and trying to get them. I've actually been trying to do like a pretty good, well, not pretty good, let's say I try, it's like mid power level. I am very blanking out today. I'm just I'm not in my A game. I've been trying to do like mid-level Voltron deck because I really wanted to try something different out. So I've been trying to see if that's any good. But so far I've been really liking it. I did a very basic Balan Wandering Knight deck. Balan is the mono white cat knight or cat warrior, which has first strike, and if it has 2 or more equipment equipped, then it gains double strike, and you can pay 1. I think it was one any mana and 1 white mana, and then you equip everything to Balan, so it's pretty good. Also, like a basic artifact creature deck would be really fun to do, I think. But honestly, I have no idea how to do a deck like that. So because I've heard of people doing artifact decks, and it always sounds like you have to like know exactly what you're doing. And okay, I'm actually getting a lot of these artifact creature cards. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like I don't know. It sounds so difficult for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if it actually is. Okay, cool. Color spell. That's pretty cool. I was actually thinking of getting this. It's not an expensive card by any means, but like 20 cents or something. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. The artifact like Kindred deck sounds like very difficult because I think you have to know so much about the different artifacts and what they do and how they combo together, because whenever I've seen someone play like an artifact deck, I feel like they always have like many artifacts that keep like tapping and untapping each other, and then just a lot of stuff happens, which sounds really cool to have like your deck do so much. Prophetic Prism. This is actually a pretty okay card, I guess. Gilded Sentinel and Prophetic Prism. Penon Blade. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It would be cool to try out an artifact deck, but yeah, like I've said like 3 times already, it sounds difficult. I don't know if it actually is. Yeah, so I assumed when I was buying this box that most of the stuff here would be bulk, and so far it has been. There's very many colorless cards, which is really surprising to me. And that is actually quite nice because I have just one teeny tiny like, I think it's one of those like pretty basic game genic deck boxes that can fit like maybe 60 cards at best, and I have like one of those full of like colorless cards. Trigon of Mending. Okay, that's really cool. I think Mending was one of the important events like in Magic lore, and the Planeswalkers are always like defined as pre-mending and post-mending, and I remember that like before the mending in the lore, all of the Planeswalkers were like super godlike beings that could do like almost anything, but when the mending happened, they were stripped of their power. But I actually have no idea other than other than what I just told you guys. Other than that, I have no idea what actually happens in the mending or what causes it. Aha, broken wings. Okay, yeah. There's so many different arts of these cards. Like I have like 3 different broken wings, I think. You gain 3 life, draw a card. Okay, that's pretty nice. Seize the spoils. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. It's an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, so it is like Fateless Looting. Oh, Elf Rogue. Untap target Snowland. Like, these Snowlands, I have no idea if they are any good, but like, I have one zombie card, I don't remember what its name, but it has like that wind, snowland effect, and I have no idea how they differ, or maybe they are just like, this is a plains, but snow. Like some of the desert cards. Draugr Recruiter. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That seems pretty decent. I don't know what boast means. I have no idea. Warhorn Blast. Foretell during your turn. Oh yeah. You can like pay in advance, and then you get it later. Carfel Harbinger. Oh, Harbinger. Tap, add blue, spend this mana to cast a Foretell card. Okay. So that I know, it's called Heim, I believe. So yeah, I think Foretell was maybe a word that came from that. Rise of the Draugr. Choose 1 return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Return 2 target creature cards that share a creature type from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so that's pretty good. Kindred deck. And it's also a black card, so it could go into my zombie deck, but I don't know. Okay, pretty basic. Enchant. Oh, that art looks really cool. Depart to Realm. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, that looks really cool. There's Squash. Okay. Oh, Angels. You may pay 1 generic, 1 white, and exile a creature card from your graveyard rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Flying. Okay. I'm a big fan of Angels. I actually just recently managed to do my Kalia of the Vast deck. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, but I just thought that the 99 would be really expensive. I mean, it wasn't the most expensive, but okay, I didn't get like the most optimal cards, like I didn't buy Avacyn and stuff like that, so it's really funny to like play Kalia because it's really simple deck. You just cheat out big creatures and then you do like really massive things like way like beyond your mana curve at the turn you do the stuff, so it's really cool. Open the Omen Paths. Yeah. Oh, funeral longboat. Okay, that's interesting. I do like Kaldheim because it has like northern mythology. There's like Viking stuff, and like especially like from some of the Norwegian like folklore. So I really like it. Raven form. Honestly, I'm always like surprised when I see new like card arts that I haven't seen before because like the art in Magic, I think it's just on point, and I just really love like almost every card. Like I think just looking at some of the cards just makes like it's just you already think like when you see a card and you're like, wow, look at this. Like I want to play this just because it looks cool. But it's really nice that they actually like uh, have a lot of different talented artists who like do these arts for these cards because these are like really cool, like really cool. Okay, so far we've gotten a few piles. It's already I'm looking at the time there, and this video is already 16 minutes long, and we have three huge piles left. So I guess we have to start going a bit faster, perhaps. I'll see. Oh yeah, this is Theros. I really love this. This is the Greek mythology stuff. I really love this. Erebos Emissary. That's a really cool enchantment creature. Snake. Bestow. Like damn, I think I wish we like Magic would go back to Theros. I know there's a Theros Beyond Death where I think if I remember correctly, uh, the what's the Planewalker's name? Elspeth like dies, and then she goes to the underworld and has to get out of there. And there was some god who was trying to stop her from leaving, and I thought that story was really cool. But I just like I missed it since I started pretty recently. When I started out, I think Aether Drift was just released, and that wasn't a very good like moment in my book since I don't think anyone was really crazy about Aether Drift. There's really good cards in there actually. So I like from other than well, how do I say it? Like I think some of the cards are really good and they are very playable, but then again, I think that the art direction and just the overall story and I don't know, it was a mess in my opinion. Like I listened through the story, Crystalline Nautilus. That's really cool. Yeah, I listened through the Aether Drift story, and I just have to say that I feel like a lot of stuff just happens for no reason. Like there's the dragon storms suddenly appearing during the race that's happening, and then Elspeth comes there, and then at the end they just leave to Tarkir. So I don't know. I don't know. It was really weird, and also like they gave out an Aether Spark as a reward for the race, and there was like very known criminals and crooks like in the race. So it was really weird that they would just like give out something so powerful to basically anyone. So I don't know. It was I don't know. A lot of stuff was very forced. Okay, dragon, cool. Big fan of dragons. Ogre warrior. Elemental beast, landfall. Honestly, I'm seeing so many cool cards like doing this, and I'm really happy that I actually did it. What's this? I see goblins. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you may pay 2. If you do, Furnace Celebration deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Izzet Key Rune. Yeah, that's cool. That's just a mana rock, basically. Ketria Crystal. Okay. Rusted Relic. 5/5 golem artifact creature as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. Okay, I guess I could actually do like a pretty basic artifact deck after like I've gone through these cards because there's so many artifacts. But then again, there was quite many duplicates, so I don't know if I'll have enough to construct like a proper commander deck. And I don't know if I have any good commanders actually. I think I have some blue and white cards maybe that like protect my artifacts or something. Purifying Dragon. Oh, this is from, I think that's Midnight Hunt. Like, yeah, mid. When Purifying Dragon attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature defending play construct. If that creature is a zombie, Purifying Dragon deals 2 damage instead. Okay. Very, very situational. But I think cards like that might be fun, like when you're doing like actual draft playing. I've never done draft of any kind. It sounds fun, but I don't know. I just haven't done it before. Lone Missionary. Okay. Oh, Cat. Nice. I'm actually doing a... Well, okay, I was supposed to do a Cat Kindred deck, but then it turned into the Balan. I keep forgetting what the deck archetype is called. Like Balan Voltron deck, yeah? And now the deck is basically half Cat Kindred, half Voltron deck, and it does neither. Very good. Prevent all damage that will be dealt this turn by creatures your opponents control. Okay, that's pretty good. Goblin Warpaint. I'm actually really happy to see some goblins because I'm doing, trust me, I'm that guy. I'm doing a basic Krenko deck because I just happened to open Krenko Mob Boss from, I think it was one Commander Masters pack I opened a while back. So I just decided that, okay, I have a lot of goblins, so now I guess I'm just gonna be a mono-red Krenko player. I haven't actually finished the deck, so I don't actually know how like annoying it really is, but I can imagine, like, I think Krenko's ability is pretty powerful. Like, I have a Latril Blade of the Elves, Elf Kindred deck, and there's some cards that, like, duplicate my elves, and I just think that it's way too powerful sometimes when you have, like, 20 elves on a board, and then you have Elvish, I think it's Elvish, no, not Elvish Mystic. I don't remember, but it's a card that like adds mana for every other. No, not every. It's every elf you control. So then I just think like, okay, now I get 20 mana from the Elvish guy, and 10. I even have Evendo, Waking Haven in the deck. So then I just have infinite mana because of all of the abilities that the creatures have. So I would imagine. Okay, my point was that. I can imagine that when you have like a million goblins on a board, it might be a bit frustrating to try and remove them. Oh, flip a coin! Pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. Okay, that's fun. I think those flip coin effects are quite amusing. Demon Bolt. Okay. Comas Faithful. Oh, I actually have this in the elf deck. It's basically a placeholder for when I get something better. When Masked Vandal enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, exile target card or enchantment opponent controls. Okay. A lot of zombies, I actually think. I think I've gotten quite a few like zombie cards from Kaldheim. I think exactly. Okay, that's a Funeral Longbow then. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Draw a card. Okay. Okay, then we have 3 more piles left. This is gonna be a very long video. I didn't even realize how long this could be, but maybe I should have known since there's like all kinds of different cards and I haven't even seen all of the different sets that this game has. Okay, this might actually be a good one to go through since there seems to be... Oh, I actually needed planes for the Balan deck because currently I have like I think that I have like 16 or 20 different art cards That's really cool. This, I think, this is the basic mounting that they have on Arena, and I thought it was really cool. Meteorite, okay. Trigon of Thought. Okay, that's interesting. Throne of Gift, that looks metal. Sacrifice an artifact, proliferate, okay. Another one is those. Strider Harness, okay. Yeah, there's so many artifact cards. I don't know what's up with this, but there's so many artifact cards. Yeah, I can understand there being many duplicates, but so many. Vector's against Infect until end of turn. Okay. Actually, I used to, when I first did the Latril deck, I used to have like a secondary win condition, and I had like a few of those toxic cards in the deck, because I had few elves that had toxic, and I thought, okay, maybe I could like do something with this, and then I started adding some toxic stuff, but that didn't actually help at all, because oh man, cool, there's like so many different mirrors. That's actually really cool. Yeah, so what I was saying about the elf deck is that it used to have a lot of toxic stuff in it, but because I didn't have that many of the toxic cards and proliferate stuff, I usually just got killed off like as the first player, because whenever someone sees that I have toxic cards in my deck, I'm instantly targeted, and then I'm just hanging around for the rest of the game. Elf Berserker. If its power is 3 or greater, it's 2 black zombie berserker creature token. Okay. Demonic Gifts. Okay. These cards are so cool. Like, the art is really cool. These are the Kaldheim cards too, so I'm really happy that I'm getting a lot of these. Okay, Changeling. Dread Rider, that's really cool. I'm trying to do a blue-white Spirit Kindred deck, because I don't have a lot of decks with blue in them. I think I have one currently that has any blue in it at all. But it would be really cool to actually have like a deck that actually does something with blue. I was thinking of doing red and blue like Spellslinger type deck, because it sounds like it could play a little bit like I'm forgetting the name of the game. It could play it. Yeah, I think the red blue color combo plays a little bit like mage class in Hearthstone, so I would think that would be really cool to try out. So many elves. I'm actually really happy. I'm probably gonna put some of these in the Latril deck, because there's a few placeholder elves that are just in the deck just because they are an elf. Looks so menacing. Whenever cast your second spell each turn, put a ++ counter on Infernal Pet. Okay. I just also learned today that there is a card type called Pest, and I thought this was really funny. Broken Wing. Again, yeah. I keep forgetting I've seen that card, and open the Omen packs, yeah. Frostpeak Yeti. Jarl of the Forsaken. I actually ordered this specific card from Card Market. It was foiled though, but I just ordered it recently for my zombie deck. Okay, some swamps, yeah. Oh man, these Theros. I think this is Theros Beyond Death, maybe. But this is really cool. I really love those Theros lands. Oh man, those are cool. And that's the probably Amonkhet, and this is something. I don't know, maybe Innistrad, maybe Amonkhet. But this is Innistrad for sure. Yeah, probably because there's the Avacyn symbols everywhere. I'm actually really happy to see some of these lands. I haven't gotten any green lands, actually, so far. There's still 2 different piles left. But now I'm seeing Crimson Vow cards here, and that's really cool, because I really love Crimson Vow. I don't know, it wasn't, I think it wasn't that popular, like, among, like, the players, but I feel that, like, I liked it a lot, because I think the theme was just so cool. Like, a vampire wedding, and overall, I think Innistrad is my favorite plane by far. I think the lore is just so cool that there's, I think the lore was like how everything starts basically is that there is a huge famine in Innistrad, and Edgar Markov tries to like find a way to keep everyone alive on Innistrad, and then there comes this demon called Shillengar, and he offers Edgar a way to like make everyone like near invincible, and then they just murder an angel and they just eat the angel, and then everyone becomes vampires. And yeah, that's basically how the vampires were born on Innistrad. And then of course Sorin gets afraid that the vampires are going to eat all the humans, and the vampires have nothing to feed on Innistrad, so then he creates Avacyn and to protect like the humans. I think the lore is really cool, and I wish we could go back. I know there was just like Crimson Vow is a really recent set, and then there was Innistrad remastered as well. But I would just like to know what happened there, because there are like cards like Invasion of Innistrad, which shows like the Phyrexians attacking Innistrad. So I would really like to know how the plane like holds up after the invasion. Like, of course, the Phyrexians were like basically annihilated everywhere, but regardless, I would think it would be cool to see just what happened on Innistrad and how it's like holding up right now, since there's also Emrakul still trapped inside the moon of Innistrad, so it would be really cool to see what's actually going on in there. There was very many duplicates, like, on this Innistrad part. Let's see, there's still a few more. Sporeglower, I can't talk. I'm sorry, English is not my first language, which probably comes as a surprise to none, but I'm trying my best, okay? And some more constructs. Manalith. I think I just bought this. Oh my days. I just bought this card, honestly. Now I got 4 copies of it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Still no forests. There's a lot of swamps, and that's actually something I'm really happy about. There's like a thick stack of them right now. That's really, really nice, really nice. Like, for what I paid for this, I honestly think that this is about worth it, because when I'm doing like commander decks, I usually try to like make them pretty low powered at first, just to see if I actually like playing them. Of course, I could try making the decks in arena first, but it takes so much time in there and so much effort to gather all the cards, and yeah, so I haven't been doing that. So I just built like very low powered, like I built a deck like when I did I think Aurelia War Leader was the first commander deck I actually like managed to build, and I used basically all of the cards that I had in Aurelia War Leader commander deck were cards. This is actually the card I was talking about before, a Snow Creature Zombie Cleric. This was exactly the card. So all of the cards in my Aurelia deck were from the, I think it was called like Foundations Starter Collection. I got it for very cheap, so it was really worth it. And all of the cards I basically had in my deck were from that collection, and it wasn't very high powered, but then again, if you have a deck full of angels and dragons and they all have flying, and then you have Aurelia as your like commander, it's gonna be okay strong, at least in casual play. But my point here is that I always try to make a weak version of a deck if I'm interested on playing it, and then if I like how the deck plays, then I start pouring some money into actually like making the deck work like well, or at least better. Still a lot of Kaldheim. Elf Warrior, just a 5 mana 5/5. But there's a cool bear. Oh no, I'm fumbling doing my sorting. But yeah, this is the pile of the colorless cards, so there's very many of the colorless cards. And this video is already like almost 40 minutes now. I honestly didn't think this video was gonna be that long because I thought I was like just gonna be yapping about random stuff and then I would just upload it. Okay, there's some snow emblems. I don't know if those are generated by the Snowlands or if they like give you a mana and also a snow mana. But that's interesting. I actually didn't know that there was actually like there was a specific emblem or like specific mana type. But I don't know. I don't think it's anything new to have like different types to use. Oh no. I'm fumbling them because they have the snow border around the card, so I keep thinking that they are like more blue than they are. Okay. Of course, some more artifact creatures. Bladed Sentinel. I don't think any of these cards are honestly worth anything. But then again, this box was very cheap, so I'm not that sad about it. I'm actually just happy that I have some cards, because now I can actually do some decks and try some stuff out. Hammer of Ruin. Okay, that's interesting. And of course, a few duplicates. Oh, that's actually a really cool Traveler's Amulet. I have the spiky one that's from, I think that's from Crimson Vow or some other Innistrad set. And then there's dinosaurs. I would like to see some green dinosaurs because I actually have a Galta Primal Hunger deck. And I really like it because the whole team is tax evasion, basically. Okay, dual shot. Ryle. Actually, now that we are talking about like tax evasion, like commander tax evasion commanders, I really like Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam. I think it's really fun, like to do the counters. I think that actually could make a pretty decent unfriendly fire. I think that could actually make a pretty decent like Voltron deck, because you can just keep scaling and scaling Duadrine until you have like insane amounts of like goblins, until you have like insane amounts of like damage and health on your creature, and then you just like destroy your opponent with commander damage. Wow, there's many duplicates of like this, like in a row. Like I didn't notice that some of the. Wow, there's so many duplicates. But like, yeah, I'm not surprised about the duplicates. I'm just surprised that there were so many in a row. Curse of the Pierced Heart. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, Curse of the Pierced Heart deals 1 damage to that player. Okay, that's fun. Vampiric Fury, that looks cool. Vampire creatures you control get 2+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. That's fun. Crossway Vampire. When Crossway Vampire enters the battlefield, the target creature can't block this turn. I don't know if this was like the original Innistrad thing. Like at least I'm actually really happy that there's vampires here, like in the end, because I really like the vampires. I didn't wanna be too basic, so I didn't do a Markov deck, but I did a what's it called? It's the vampire that sacrifices blood tokens, and then you just like take cards from your hand, and then they tap and attack. Not Olivia. It was something else. Strephon Maurer Progenitor. Yeah, that's the deck I did. I think it's pretty fun. It's like based around blood tokens and stuff. I think it's pretty fun. Intimidate. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Wow, I can't believe it. We are through the whole box. No forests at all, but that doesn't actually matter too much. We got a lot of good stuff, I think. Like, if I'm looking at the haul right here, and all of this looks pretty decent. I'm really happy with this pile of different artifacts. I might have to look up some of the cards if they are of any value. I really doubt, because I think the game store where I bought this box from, actually, I think they are like smart, of course, and they don't throw out just anything unless they have like an abundance of something. But yeah, this was actually a pretty fun change of pace. I might have to try this again sometime. Okay, hey, that's that. Thank you a lot for watching this stranger video. Yeah, bye.